Welcome back to the Little Record Show, Little Record Network. We just went over a little high school football.
Yo, I got 50 Bentleys in the West Indies. It doesn't matter. I got a pocket full of cheese and a garden full of trees. It doesn't matter.
Gave you my thoughts. I just think Nikita Millersburg this year will be the line, offensive and defensive line. They got a chance. They got a chance. I think they are a league contender, a contender for the league title. I think they will make the district playoffs. But it solely lies on the offense and defensive line. Last preseason game going on with the Eagles tonight. Everybody's playing tonight. My thought on Tebow making the team. I'm not sure if he's going to make it. If I was making the decision, I would not add him. For the simple fact, struggles reading defense. If he can't hit his first receivers, and he has to, if the first receiver is covered, and he has to look for a second and third, he takes way too long to make the decision. They had him in on 2-point conversions against Green Bay and did not get in. He could have thrown again, and he didn't. He just struggles. I'm 50-50 on what I think Chip's going to do. If he's going to keep him or cut him. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So we'll see. I'll try to have a preview for the NFL and who I think is going to make the playoffs and the Super Bowl and all that next week. But let's talk a little bit now about Little League, as that came to an end this past week. What a phenomenal job Redland Little League out of Lewisberry did in the 2 weeks in the Little League World Series tournament. Just phenomenal. The offense, they had to play some tight games finally. They haven't had to coming into the World Series. Their first game, they blew teams out. Wagner hit that bomb. That kid's phenomenal. But I think the pitching on Sunday bit him. I said to a couple people too. I would have held Cole Wagner till Sunday and had the kid that pitched Sunday and pitched him Saturday, and some of the other ones that pitched. That way you have Wagner, but hindsight's 2020. I thought too they were up there once they had the 10-2 lead, and then Japan came back. They were all trying to swing for home runs. I think they got out of their game plan. They pitched. The Japan pitchers pitched Wagner tough. But again, nothing to hold your head on high. They are the second team from the Harrisburg area to get second place in 25 years. The other one was Shippensburg in 1990. Just phenomenal job. They pitched well, hit well, played defense well. They were just phenomenal. I tip my hat to them. They just did an outstanding job. So nothing to hold your hat on high. And if you didn't see the video from Penn State, the one kid, I'm not sure what his name is, but the Red Lane kids last Friday went to Penn State football practice, and Coach Franklin challenged the kid. Here's what you need to do. If you kick a 35-yard field goal, I'll do 30 push-ups, Franklin said. If you miss, the whole team's got to do 35 up-downs. he huddled it with his teammates and stuff, and he did it. First try, boom, right down the middle, made it. So Franklin had to do the 30 push-ups. Wow. So those kids got a good head on their shoulders, and they're going to go far in life. I think the Widener kid is a future pro. If he can keep his head straight, he'll be a pro baseball player. The way he sprouted 7 inches in a year's time, wow, that's just phenomenal. So again, I give you a hearty congratulations to the Red Land Little League. Job well done, coming in second in the world in Little League baseball. Some Phillies talk. Right now, the offense is hitting the crap out of the baseball. The starting pitching is starting to suffer. Last night, they lost to the Mets. Phillies lost 9-4. Nola got rocked. That's probably the first time legit since he's been called up that he got hit pretty good. But right now, the starting pitching is faltering. There's nothing after Nola right now. Williams is struggling. Everybody in the Harangue's struggling. So that's gonna, if they can bring up Eifert, maybe Jesse Biddle, they're gonna need starting pitching. But I think offensively, I think they can make some noise offensively next year. I love the lineup. Sweeney's hitting the ball well. Now Franco, I just saw today, he's shut down for the rest of the year, which is kind of smart. But you have Franco, Cesar Hernandez. Now shortstop's going to be interesting if they bring J.P. Crawford to spring training and have him compete for the shortstop job against Freddie Galvis. Howard, that's going to be the big question mark in the offseason. Are they going to be able to get rid of him in the offseason and bring up Williams, some of the big guns from up there? Outfield, I like the Herrera. Ruff's been hitting the baseball. Catcher, too, for the Phillies, has been tearing the cover off. Dominic Brown, and that's going to be a question mark. What are they going to do with Dominic Brown? Are they going to cut him as well and bring up J.P. Quinn? Also, is Ruben Amaro going to come back as GM? I hope not. Although, right now, the minor league system, I believe, is in the top 10 in baseball right now. As he's done a good job replenishing here with some of the moves here in July and August and all that, getting Utley, the moves for Utley and J-Roll. But I think his body of work, since they won the World Series, I just don't think it's. I think this is too little, too late. Bullpen's good, not great. They've been good lately. Giles he's been great since he took over closer role, but before him, they've been struggling a little bit. But we'll see what happens. But I think the future is bright. I think the rebuilding, I think it's going to be sooner rather than later, in my opinion. Close out the show. 2 big stories in hockey right now. Mike Richards got released by the Kings. He got caught with drugs. That was why they cut him. And he hasn't been picked up as a free agent. So I think his career might be over, and it's a shame because he did a nice job for the Flyers and the Kings. He won a couple Stanley Cups with the Kings. So, and also the controversy with Patrick Kane, the Blackhawks. He's in a child porn sting, something in his house. Now, whether he hasn't been charged, but whether or not he did anything wrong, that's currently under investigation. A guy like him, that's just shocking. A great player like that, that's a big name in the NHL. So we'll see about how that plays out. Hershey Bears schedule that they came out last week. They opened 3 or 4 games in a row at home. I mean, on the road. They open on the road before they come home. No Western Conference teams. They do not, and I don't understand that. I would like to see them at least play a couple games against a Western Conference opponent. And I know they frowned upon going by air and that, but you're expanding the league. You got NHL teams in the West Coast. They want teams close to them. You're gonna have to do some traveling at some point. So, but we'll talk more about that. Not much NBA news going on. I think J.R. Smith did re-sign with the Cavs. I'm not sure. I did put something out there last week, but I'm not positive. Kyrie Irving's out. He's out for a while, I believe. Embiid's out. I think he had successful surgery, but he's out for the year again. So we'll see about the Sixers as they're about ready to, as hockey and basketball training camp soon gonna start. So that's gonna do it. Don't forget tomorrow night after Harrisburg TV coverage of Football Friday, depending upon the TV station you watch. I'll do second year of football review. Go over the game against Tri-Valley. Give you scores from the area, the Tri-Valley League, in the state. And that'll be it tomorrow night. So go out, support your local schools as they start the football season tomorrow. So until tomorrow night, this is the Little Rookie Show over at the network. Have a good night. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good night.